This is All India Radio. In the program Spotlight, now we bring you a discussion on COVID-19 updates. The participants are Shekhar Iyer, political analyst, and AIR correspondent Renu Kataria.
Ministry of Health and Family Welfare has issued guidelines for offices on preventive measures to contain the spread of COVID-19. Rising number of COVID-19 cases are a concern for the government since Unlock 1. How does the government plan to contain the spread and see that the guidelines are implemented successfully?
Well, Renuka, these guidelines have been enforced from June 8th onwards when this Unlock 1 started. Since then, we have seen gradually offices have been opening with that minimum staff required. Also, in some cases, there have been rotation of staff. Some offices are asking staff to come on one day and then others to come on another day. Apart from that, in the view that the economy should not be left faltering further, we have seen that many shops have been opened, many establishments have been opened, even in places like Delhi. Even malls have been opened. The whole idea is now it is for the individual and for these establishments themselves to put in place the protocols that which includes everybody must come with masks. Everybody must wear those masks. Number 2, there has to be sanitization at every level and absolutely no physical contact. And what is called do gaj ki door, that is 6 feet distance has to be kept. And to the extent possible, there should be any transaction should be in the manner of digital transaction so as to avoid any physical contact with anything hard, whether it is currencies or paper or anything like that. Now, with these guidelines, it has been going on, but we have also seen the number of cases have been getting reported more. But the good news is the recovery rate of positive cases is almost nearing 50%. So even if, there may be concerns that, it is spreading fast, more people are testing, and also the people being tested more and who are reporting positive are more asymptomatic cases who do not show any symptoms. But only those with symptoms are being admitted in hospital and being given treatment. So at the same time, in terms of medical facilities, things are actually ramped up because we have seen a number of complaints or a number of social media where people are finding it very difficult to get admission. They are not able to get real-time data, particularly in cities like Delhi, where we have seen the Lieutenant Governor himself taking up the case with the Delhi government, holding consultative meetings where an expert committee has been set up, how to improve the facilities available in terms of beds availability, in terms of medical personnel. So these things are going on. But there has been a lot of, I would say, anxiety that India has crossed that 3 lakh barrier, that the rise has been there. But at the same time, we are noticing the rise is not as we think because of the number of cases. So that is also there. So today, the ministry has said that in terms of the recovery rate, it's 49.94%, that is almost 50%. And the number of people who have recovered is about 54,000 people. Even if total number of cases crossed the 3 lakh barrier as it may appear, actually the total active cases are only 1,45,000. The number of recovery is actually almost half of what is people who are still having active cases. So this is the thing which is seeing, of course, there have been deaths. We have seen that the number of deaths figure is also coming. And of course, every day seems to be, where as if the number of hikes is going up. The spike in the cases is going up. So like for instance, in the last 24 hours, we have seen 386 deaths, and has been registered. So the nationwide death toll is about 8,884. But the fatality rate is still 2.87% of the cases that are there. Of course, most important thing is the tests which the Indian Council of Medical Research is advising that it should be conducted, and total of more than 1,43,000 tests have been conducted for this virus across the country in various labs the last 24 hours. But overall, if you see the number of tests that have been conducted is almost 5.5 million or 55 lakh tests have been conducted in the country. So we are being told by the ICMR that continuously the testing facilities is being scaled up both by government and private labs. And as of now, there are almost 900 labs which are doing these tests.
Delhi Lieutenant Governor Anil Baijal has constituted an expert advisory committee to advise Delhi Disaster Management Authority on various aspects of COVID-19 management in Delhi. What challenges is the Delhi government and the medical infrastructure facing?
See, the Lieutenant Governor Anil Baijal has appointed a 6-member advisory committee to suggest, what measures that to be done. and so that the Delhi Disaster Management Authority can tackle this. Essentially, it is a question of augmenting the availability of hospital beds. Because there have been numerous complaints, particularly from Delhi, saying that when they reach the hospital with their patient, they are not able to get admission. And that real data is not available because most often the Delhi government came with that Corona app, which was supposed to give you the real-time data, where the beds are available, what is the extent of possibility of availability and all that. But that seems to be not up to date or doesn't indicate. So there has been numerous complaints where people say that, we have reached hospital gate, but we are not allowed admission because beds are not available. But certain trends that have come, which has actually made the LG to take a meeting with all these officials yesterday, and this committee has been constituted essentially because there are beds available in some hospitals which are seen little far away. Number one. And number two, there is still a tendency, that why not let us go for private care or a private facility thinking that they may be good. The third element is in the hospitals run by the state government and the local municipal corporation. Somehow the feeling among the patients is that quality of service is bad, that it is not up to the mark or in terms of hygiene level or safety level. So the LG wants all these things to be sorted out so that everybody gets care. And in addition to that, why not convert some public spaces, whether it is a Talkotora Stadium or Indira Gandhi Indoor Stadium, some big space can be taken up so that, beds can be created, because this is something that has been done recently in Mumbai also. Because if in terms of the rise in number of cases, if you require that many number of beds, then you will have to tap all sources. And I think the Delhi Chief Minister also had a meeting with Union Home Minister 2 days ago, where the centre has also assured the Delhi government that whatever is needed to scale up the availability of beds, that will be done. Because in Delhi, you also have the central government hospitals, which there are some beds available there. At the same time, we all saw that LG had to step in because the Delhi government had come with an order saying that only people of Delhi will be treated in Delhi. That was a sort of a very controversial move, and LG had to intervene and, nullify that order. And also in terms of testing, because Delhi government had said only test those people who have symptoms. But ICMR rule is you test everyone, whether they show symptoms or those who have complaints, they are not showing symptoms. I think those things have been sorted out. Now, only thing is to see that in terms of availability of beds, there is no shortage, because that is very important. And other thing, I think, which is of concern to LG is also the management of the containment areas, because there are, as of date, there are more than 212, containment areas. So those also need to be, these are considered to be active containment zones. So in keeping with those, the number of containment zones, we'll have to see what is the hospital bed availability if there is a spike in cases. So that is why, this has been taken up in a very big way.
COVID-19 recovery rate has reached to 49.94% in our country, and more than 1.5 lakh people affected with coronavirus have been cured. The doubling time of coronavirus infection cases has improved to 17.4 days currently from 15.4 days a couple of weeks ago. At the time the lockdown was imposed, the doubling rate of COVID-19 cases was 3.4 days, sir. Now, what measures have been taken to reach this figure of recovery rate, looking at a time when for the first time over 10,000 new instances of the infection were recorded in a single day?
What the Union Home Ministry and the Health Ministry have been cautioning all the states is to ensure that the containment zones are, very carefully monitored. It's very important. And second thing is the protocol is implemented. See, that is also important. See, with the government decision to go in for Unlock 1, naturally, the number of people out in public spaces has increased. But along with that, the care that is necessary in terms of personal protection has been, in some cases, has left lot to be desired. That is why we are seeing, this spurt in cases which is happening. So this balancing between enforcing some kind of if not a lockdown, but some kind of a containment and personal protection by wearing masks and following the protocol. And along with balancing, opening up of the economic activity. This balancing effort has seen in some places, things are not being properly followed. So therefore, you are finding the central has even constituted teams which have been visiting different states to advise them where the things are going wrong. And at the same time, the testing facilities are also very important. Yes, there are some positive signs to the sense that, the recovery rates are also, we are doing well in terms of recovery of the patients, because we have seen almost 50% people are recovering. And also a large number of people being tested are not showing any symptoms. So that is also a good sign. But it is very important that we cannot relax. We cannot relax, and at the moment what we are seeing is the disease is actually ravaging densely populated urban centers. And basically it is also spreading through communities, though with no apparent source of infection. And our health systems are getting overwhelmed. So therefore, these are the three factors that is seeing, rise in spike in cases. So essentially, what the government wants is the situation will have to be well managed in actually 3-4 places which are actually adding to the figure in terms of number of active cases. Those places are actually Delhi, Mumbai, and parts of Maharashtra and Chennai. Because here it is actually the half of the problem is here. And these are the places, where we need to ensure that, there is a proper monitoring mechanism of the cases, proper health care of all those who are showing active and those who are showing strong symptoms. And fourth is to ensure all those who need hospitalization, get the hospital bed. That is also a very important thing because the need for test and tracing people is also important, and the clearly defined, protocols, whether for isolation or quarantine, that will have to be clearly understood because the isolation protocols are meant for people who are showing only, mild symptoms or mild cases. So they need not get admitted in hospital because that will occupy the very sparsely available hospital beds. That is why the distinction is made between those who actually need hospitalization and those who are mild cases that they can be treated at home. And third thing is, of the dedicated COVID-19 facilities, we'll have to find out those spaces will have to prevent that there are hospitals which are having both the COVID-19 facility and non-COVID-19 patients. We should have to keep them segregated. That is also very important. And of course, what is also important is we have to take care of our healthcare professionals because they have also been falling prey or victim to the disease. And this has happened in all the places, Delhi, Chennai, Maharashtra, all these places. And we will also have to, at the same time, as the government has been saying, even look at the worst case scenario. Suppose, let us say, the cases goes on rising. So how are we prepared in terms of our facilities? So that is why we will have to work out a kind of a effective system where, patients get admitted smoothly, they are taken care of, and then as they are cured, they are released. Then they go on to do further isolation protocol. These are things that will have to be sorted out at all these places, particularly Delhi, Mumbai and Chennai. So I think that is very important.
So there are different measures being taken by the states to contain the spread of COVID-19, like the Punjab government has ordered lockdown on the weekends and public holidays amid apprehensions of community spread of COVID-19. How effective have been the steps taken by the state government so far, and what other measures can be adopted by our states in containing the spread of the virus?
You mentioned about the night curfew or the night restrictions. Some of the states have done it because they feel that people should not be, to put it literally, not loitering around in the evening hours as a kind of a relaxation because that will also create a problem because the chances of spreading of the disease is more. That is why the government has said from 9 p.m. in the night till 5 a.m. in the morning, people should avoid going out. But at the same time, we saw yesterday Home Ministry clarifying this does not cover people who have to travel, say from one place to another place or on urgent business or intrastate or even intra-district. There is no such restriction. But at the same time, what is necessary is, at the point that is coming repeatedly, even as we see a spike in cases is, at an individual level, we will have to decide what is essential work, what is essential travel for us, and what kind of protection we have taken. All these methods, whether we are wearing masks, whether we are washing our hands regularly, whether we are using sanitizers repeatedly, and at the places we are visiting, they should also be ensuring that these sanitation protocols are carried out. Because whatever the government does in terms of restricting movements in a selective way, that has to be, complemented by people and the public themselves also, adhering to this. The government and authorities have to do test more, trace people more, trace the process. But at the same time, if we want the economy to also open up, we will have to keep the threat perception in mind. See, that balancing is required. So whatever the government does, we will have to do even more. I think that's a big message that is coming as we are almost completing 70 days of, lockdown.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You were listening to a discussion on COVID-19 updates. The participants were Shekhar Iyer, political analyst, and AIR correspondent Renu Kataria. This program was produced and presented by the News Services Division of All India Radio. You can listen to it on our mobile app, News on AIR. This program is also available on our website, newsonair.com. You may email your opinion about this program at airnsdtalks@gmail.com.